Hello, friends. Hello. So we are changing things up a little bit today. We are going to be doing our Plan With Me live here on Facebook, on my business page, in our community group, as well as on YouTube. So you can find me in all the places today. Normally we do our Plan With Me as a community on Zoom. We all hop on the Zoom together and plan our weeks. And it's a great opportunity for folks to ask questions and get some help, that sort of thing. But today, unfortunately, I have a scheduling conflict and I'm not able to do our weekly Plan With Me. It is normally Sundays at 4 o'clock Eastern, but I have to be somewhere at 5, which we wouldn't normally end until 5. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So instead, everybody gets a little bit of planning with me. So I want to share with you guys, first of all, my weekly planning checklist. You can grab your own. There's a link in the show notes, or you could go to theblendedmama.com/weekly planning and grab your own checklist. We're going to be using that today to set up. I will share my plans as I go. Like I said, this is something I normally do with my community group. It's a great asset just for my community members. But since I am doing this as a video, I just decided to share it everywhere and let everybody benefit from my scheduling. So let's just take a peek. Today I am wrapping up the block sections insert. So it is one of our weekly layouts, and I've been using it for quite a little bit, actually. So I use this for my 12-week plan, this latest 12-week planning session. So I am on week 13, which is reflect and plan. And I did number them all, so that kind of kept me on track with like what week I was on. So and I will just go ahead and mention, listen, yes, I know I have a little bleed through. I don't know what happened with my marker, but like last week when I went to go color it in, it just like dripped ink. So I think it was because I had it resting vertically. I have no idea, friends. But anyway, it like was a big clump of ink. Normally you can see even on the other side, see, there's not any bleed through. So it definitely was a snafu, and I don't know 100% what happened, but normally that's not an issue, but I did want to address it because, yeah, anyway. So this is the block sections insert. I have been using it with our 12-week planning process, and it's been great because it gave me a place to capture things that were time-oriented, things that were just my general to-dos, and then my 12-week plan to-dos as well. So it gave me a place to capture all the things. So we are going to, and I'm going to make it where you don't have to see my face. So we are going to use this weekly planning checklist to kind of think through the things that I need to include in my weekly layout. And I'm trying to decide what colors I want to use today. And yeah, it can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes, friends, to decide what theme am I going with, because I don't want to just use black and white. So I'm looking through my washi tape that I have handy, and we are gonna go, I think we're gonna go with a little self-care. It's got some pinks, it's got some blues, and I think I can use maybe some teal. So I'm just gonna grab some colors here. I can't say that pink is a normal color for me. That one might work. Let's see what other colors. I've also got this pink. Sometimes I like my things to be a little more colorful, and this is one of those weeks for whatever reason. I do also have a light blue marker. And sorry, I have a pink marker over here that I think will actually look better than this pink. So we're going to take this one out. All right, friends. So, I don't even know that I'm going to use all these colors, but I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of washi on here, because if I don't start with it, sometimes I just won't finish. So we're going to decorate things up. And listen, I'm using this washi card from last year's Christmas collection. I don't remember if it was a freebie. I don't even remember how I got it, but I love a little bit of washi. It just makes me happy. So what I'm going to do is actually just create a washi line all the way across the bottom here. And the reason I kind of picked self-care was because, you know what, it is the end of 12 weeks. It is week 13. and I need to be a bit more mindful of making sure that I am taking care of myself. Also, I know that I have a lot coming up, and I want to make sure that I am making time for me, and making sure that I am not overloading myself. So this came with a self-care COP kit a while back. So that's why I'm calling it self-care, the self-care washi tape. You're like, I don't see self-care in that. But listen, you got a little eye mask, you got some candles, you got some plants and flowers, and I don't know if that's chocolate. I don't know what that is, but some Happy Mail, definitely some music going on. So all the fun things. So I have a little bit of washi, and the first thing I'm going to think about are like, what are some of my goals? So this week is, like I said, it is week 13. So I do have, so I'm going to wrap up my actions from last week, because I didn't quite finish, and things just got a little bit crazy, which tends to happen here towards the end. And like I said, it's just, life is crazy. And I think that I will have time this week. I don't think life is as crazy. And what I'm going to, these are just bothering me, friends. So I'm going to just use a little bit of white out here. Just going to white out that bleed through, because I keep staring at it and it's bothering me. Okay. All right. So I need to wrap up last week actions. I need to get my October content plan, because I have to do some stuff, as I will be out of reach for about a week and a half. All right, so those are definitely my top 2 priorities, and we're going to work through the rest. So I want to switch to blue. No, I'm going to switch to teal, because this is my Tula 12 color. So I do tend to color code, and not always in the weekly, but definitely in the monthly. So like, this is my monthly for my personal, and so it is definitely color coded. So the 23rd, we have 6 a.m. That is my Monday musings. I do that every Monday. And then Tuesday at 6 is Tuesday tips. Those are videos for my customer group and for my team group. All right, and then I have at 3:30 p.m. I have WHAM. And then at 8 o'clock p.m. I have book club. Okay. And then over here at, let me see, just check all the things over here. There's my monthly. Okay. I have, and let me double check the time. It's always a good idea. Like, I didn't write the time on some of these things, and I definitely want to make sure I show up places at the right time, right? So Tuesday I have a networking event, and oh, that was the wrong group. It meets at 5:30. Okay. So 5:30 p.m., which actually is not in order, but I have networking. And at 4 p.m., I have a coaching call with Kathy. Okay. Then at 12 o'clock, I won't go to this live, but I put it on here so that I make sure that I go back and watch the replay. So I have work at Wednesday at noon. So I'm just going to put a reminder down here. And actually, let me do it in this blue. This is more of a reminder for my kid. He's got to go pick up his diploma. For whatever reason, it never came in the mail. So he is going to go pick it up on Wednesday, and that will just help me to remind him to go do that. All right. I'll grab my teal again. All right, the 26th. Let me just double check what we got. Nothing. Okay, so I am going to just write a note over here because I don't know what time that is coming. So I just kind of put it more on the generic. So those are things, just reminders for me. All right. So Thursdays, and I usually use the previous week as like a reference for things that might be happening. But it looks like Thursday is pretty open. So on Fridays, I have a 6 a.m. coaching call. And let's see, so reminders. And I will double check the time on this too. So my daughter works, and I usually put her schedule in here so that I remember it. Although, y'all, it's crazy to have, like, all of my kiddos are able to drive themselves now. So weird. All right, so she works too. Wrong color again. This is the bad part about changing up your colors if you haven't been doing it for a hot minute, is it's easy to forget. So she works 2:30 to 5:30. All right, and then she also works Friday 7 to 12 T. And then she works 2 to 6. And she works 7 to 12:30. Okay. Oh, and then 12 to 4. So again, those are more for me to just remember where my children are. More than anything. So, and then this is also date night. Oh no, that's the wrong color. I should make that pink. Actually, what I'm going to just do is highlight it. There we go. Alrighty, and then I do have open house this Saturday. And 4 o'clock on Sunday is Plan With Me. And 6 o'clock I have a team meeting. Okay. All right, so that's like the time-oriented things, and then we're going to put the things that I need to do down here. So these are just general to-do. So I have my team email. I have book club reminder. That's an email. And then I do book club replay. Email here. And this is just a message Kathy with her reminders to fill out our coaching call checklist. Same for over here. So that's message Leslie. So sometimes you can put a little more detail if you need it, like as like a reminder. Sometimes I do more than what I just did. Like if it's new, I put more detail. Otherwise, I just consider it a reminder. So that is what I'm doing here, is just writing my standard things. Like it's almost like a standard workflow kind of thing. And this is our last week for book club. We're finishing the book discussion on Monday, and then next week we're doing our last session for this particular book, which we have been reading, The 12-Week Year. It's a fantastic book. If you have followed me for long, you know that is how I do that is how I do my planning. Oh, I'm going to use this purple because on one of these days, and it's probably going to be Sunday, I'm going to say noon. I need to go get a mani-pedi because it is that time. It will be 3 weeks, and that's when I need to fit it in. So I'm super, listen, sometimes you got to take care of the self-care, right? So that's this one, right? The self-care. I do still need to, there are things over here I need to do. So, because I didn't do it. All right. So, I need to do GYN appointment. So I need to call and make these things because I'm behind. And if I don't write it down here, it definitely won't happen. Even though it's been on here for a couple weeks, if I don't transfer it over, I definitely won't. So, yeah. And then, so down here at the bottom, this is where I've been putting my 12-week year. And I think we'll still do that. So with the 12-week year, the last week really is reflection. So I'm going to call it reflect and makeup because I did not finish. And some of it was because I had to finish my Canva transition, and that was a whole hot mess. So with that being said, I should have all the time I need this week to do this. So I need to make some videos. These are for some things that I have for my team. So they're assets I already have. I just want to do a video to show them how to use them a bit better. So that's what this is. Oh, this was supposed to be. That's okay. All right. And then, so I also have some things to update on my website for the new catalog. And that's what this is. Publish, maintenance schedule, and create some FAQs. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That is actually my week, which is pretty good actually. So what I'm going to do now is kind of flip through my sticker book because I do like to keep things decorated and keep it looking pretty. So I'm just going to flip through my sticker book and see if there's anything in particular that, you know, is speaking to me with this week. And see if there's just, because I like a little bit of, you know, we're going to use this little daily focus because I'm going to need that to finish those items. So I do most of these, well, most of my stickers are Tula 12 stickers, but not all of them are. So if you're like, oh, those are pretty, some of these are not Tula 12, but I love my Tula 12 stickers. So I do need to get another one of this particular insert, but what I'm planning, so my October planning and journaling insert will be here on Monday. That's tomorrow, friends. I'm so excited. I've been using it this month, and I just use the dot grid pages for notes and things like that. But I think I'm going to go back to using the dot grid for my weekly layout. I just wanted to wrap up the 12-week year in this one because this whole insert is my 12-week year for the third quarter. And so I wanted to finish that, but I'm excited to use my planning and journaling just for my month and my week. And like, that's going to be my thing. Right. So, So I'm excited about that. We can do, no, I don't like that one. I think I'm going to just do, will that fit? As I've already taken it off, right? I think I might actually do it here. We're going to just add a place to just create some notes. So that's a good one. And then I'm going to do one here. And I'll add a habit to it. So I'll decide what I want to track on a daily basis there. And then let's see what other colors are going to look good in here. Oh, here, look, see, these were from this one. So we can take this little plant and slap it right here. Look how cute is that? And we can use some of these to just put them in. Sometimes I put the stickers in before I put the words, and other times, other times I put them in on the back end. Oh, and look, we can cover up that whiteout right there. Look at that. You can't even see the whiteout anymore. That is what I love stickers for, and washi tape, or wasabi tape as it is known in my VIP group. So yeah. Oh, I do need to send out Happy Mail. So we're going to put that in here, right here. And that's going to be, so I need to add that over here to my list. Happy Mail. That definitely needs to be on my to-do list. So I think that's a great start to my week. And as I do the week, I will use this space down here to create notes and, things that I need to think about for the next week. So I love this layout again, because I can put time-oriented things at the top, my general to-do list. If there is like a specific day they need to happen on, I can put that here. If it's not necessarily day specific, I can put it on here on the left. And then I have a section for what are like higher priorities for me. So these are the things that I really need to make happen this week. So it kind of just separates, but you could use it for different categories. So you could do like your day job, your family, and then maybe your self-care type items or things like that. So you can do your different sections for categories based off of what you need. But I love this particular insert for being able to do that. Now, again, I mentioned I'm going to be using the planning and journaling insert for October. Will be both my monthly. It's going to have my content plan like I have here for September. But on the weeklies, instead of using it for notes and goals, I'm going to use this to create my 4 weekly layouts. So I'm excited about that. You can see I pulled in some deco paper to make this one pretty, and some washi tape and stickers. But I love that the planning and journaling kit comes with pretty much everything you can think of for including in your planner for the whole month. So I'm really excited about that. Listen, friends, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys being flexible with me with my slight change in schedule that honestly I forgot to tell you about. So sorry about that. So we're not meeting today at 4 o'clock. But I hope that you guys, I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week on Sunday at 4 o'clock. But if you have questions in the meantime, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will get back to you. And until next time, coordinate that chaos, friends. And for more tips, tricks, and all the things, make sure you're following me on YouTube. I do post there weekly on Wednesdays. That is usually whenever I post my videos there. And then I also do like a monthly craft over there as well. So make sure that you're following me there for more tips and tricks. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay.